Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Crispy Kareem and I make videos in which I say my opinion, comment on certain subjects and get things off my chest. And you've come to listen for some reason, so thank you. If you like what you hear and what you see, please press that subscribe button, share with your friends and give this video a like. And if you don't like what you've heard, then call the Home Office and have me deported so that you never have to listen to me again. You can put me in a country where free speech is restricted and I have to obey authority. Oh wait, we have that here now. Anyway, the last week in British politics has been chaotic. Sorry this is not the video I've been promising you for 3 months, not that anyone subscribed to my channel to know what I'm talking about, but nonetheless, I want to talk about it because it's a very controversial subject and something that could really shake the discourse of social justice, identity and politics in the UK, and I think it needs to be spoken about. And you know, it is being spoken about, but I'm gonna make content out of it on my YouTube channel because why not? It's just another penny in the fountain of BS. So, as some of you know, Boris Johnson tried to appoint a person with a history of sexual misconduct as a minister, I believe. Feel free to correct me in the comment section below, but please be polite. This is a place for politeness. And that did not sit well with many MPs, or at least not the kind of backlash they would have gotten in response to it. So, as many as 55 had resigned by the end of the week, and following that, Boris Johnson resigned as leader of the Conservative Party. And I think a lot of us can say, hell yeah. I mean, the Conservatives are still in power, it's still a awful ship to be on, but if the steerer is better, the pilot is better, whatever, captain. Better, maybe we'll get a better captain. Although, what the choice of Tories are, I don't think it'll get that much better. So, as you can sort of infer from what I said and you know what's been going on, we're going to have a new leader of the Conservative Party, and that new leader of the Conservative Party is going to be the new Prime Minister of the UK. And with the amount of people that have been vying for a leadership opportunity in the Conservative Party, we really have to ask ourselves, is Britain about to get its first BAME Prime Minister? Well, it's possible. I mean, we have Kemi Badenoch going for the run, we have Rishi Sunak, we have Sajid Javid, and as James cleverly did point out, and I'm going to talk about him quite a lot, they have quite a diverse cabinet, although that kind of rings hollow when you still enact racist policies, which I'm also going to get onto. But yeah, we're facing the prospect of having our first BAME Prime Minister, and for many, including myself as a BAME person, that is not as exciting as you want it to be. Why? Because it's the Conservative Party and they are absolutely awful and have been for the last 12 years, and to be honest, so was Blair, but he was a red tie Tory, you know, kind of like Starmer now. So, as you know, people have pointed out, it's a racist party, and so with one of Rishi Sunak's tweets talking about him becoming the next Prime Minister of the UK, a certain Joe Morgan tweeted in response, "Do you think the members of your party are ready to select a brown man, Rishi?" And that pissed off quite a few people, including James Cleverly, who responded with, "I should just leave this, but I can't. People like Joe projecting their racism onto my friends and the members of my party is something I've dealt with for years. I've had enough. The most diverse government ever, the most diverse leadership state ever, and this guy says this. The Conservatives' diversity has been organic, based on merit, and delivered without fanfare. The fact that this joke of a man can't see it says more about him than us. Do us all a favour and stick to murdering urban fauna and separating left-wing fools from their money." And I think we can speculate on why James Cleverly got mad at the tweet. Joe did ultimately delete the tweet because he didn't intend to upset people with it, which is fine. He's not trying to be controversial. Some people say irresponsible things and offend people and they take it back and they decide that it's better left unsaid. But honestly, a lot of people were also saying that he had a point, saying that he had the right to ask that question. I mean, why is it questionable that the Conservative Party would be okay with having a leader be a person of colour? I mean, you tried to enact a policy in which non-European refugees would be sent to Rwanda for their applications to be processed, and your current leader has a massive history of racist comments and just so much contempt for BAME community. So why did you sit on that? And why were you fine with that? But why and then draw the line of what you find racist at that question? I mean, that's very questionable, and I think it really points to the fact that you're trying to offset and project some guilt on what you're doing to other BAME people by, getting mad at them, whilst supporting what is ultimately a racist party. And I don't think the Tory party is ready to have a person of colour be the leader, and neither is the Labour for that matter, not now and not under Jeremy Corbyn. I mean, they turned on Jeremy Corbyn when he was leader of the Labour Party, and one could argue that a large role that played in the aggression towards him within his party and within centrist factions was the massive amount of BAME engagement that they labelled a cult. That came out of nowhere. It's completely insane. And now Starmer has ignored the Ford report. He has taken advantage of the situation regarding the Conservative Party to make himself look good, when at the same time Apsana Begum was not being allowed sickness leave during a ballot when she needed to deal with the stress of things coming about as a result of a domestic abuse case. I mean, you're not treating your own party members properly and you're slugging off the Tory party. This country is just not a safe place to be BAME, is it? Not in politics and not in regular life. It's just really a reminder that there's a way the system will go to screw you over. Institutions are sometimes out to get us, and well, more than sometimes, but you can't use diversity as a way of tokenistic hiding behind really harmful policies that target BAME people. It just doesn't work like that. And the more you continue to do it, the less people will take you seriously. And you are entitled to believe what you want to believe. You can support the Conservative Party if you want. You can vote for Boris Johnson. You can do whatever you want. I don't think many people should be forced into this monolith that exists where a diverse group, there are people from different ethnic backgrounds under the whole BAME umbrella. It's an umbrella term. And I'm not the most SJW terminally online-minded keyboard warrior with my pronouns and hammer and sickle in the bio of Twitter and but I'm not the kind of person to be okay with policies like the Rwanda stuff, and I understand that the way we speak about being treated in this country and targeted by specific laws and systems is discriminatory, and having that being dismissed by members of British society and certain BAME individuals who have been made immune to certain things through institutional power, it really speaks volumes about the fact that it feels like you look down on us and in an attempt to seek power. And I think that's really what's wrong with people like James Cleverly, is that when someone, and so many people of colour do this, it questions the way you conduct yourself and why you've made those decisions, it really makes you angry because your cover is being blown, and you can only resort to calling people racist when someone white does it, when in actuality it's really not that racist. And you just have to deal with people saying that. You're going to have to come up with a better response, or maybe just think and question your life choices. And that goes for all conservative leaning people of colour. I mean, maybe I'll like the next Tory party, maybe I'll vote Tories, who knows, they could go in a completely different direction, I don't know, but whatever. I mean, Labour suck right now, so it's a free-for-all for my vote. But if you like this video, again, press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share with your friends, and thank you for listening.